My defining moments that led me to believe that PR was my calling, I would say there were probably three of them. First, entering college, I had an eye toward law school, and with that I began studying journalism for the sake of knowing more about analysis and writing, since there is a lot of that in law. But as a journalism major, I had to take a bunch of communications classes, which I'd never really experienced before. I didn't know too much about communications other than it was the thing that people studied when they didn't know what to study. Little did I know that it's pretty much the basis of everything. Taking these communications classes, I was exposed to media and what it really meant for society, and how messages went through media and fed people their ideas in a way, and how it actually shaped trends and the things that we all do. So I guess that's the first defining moment, before I even realized it was PR that I was heading for. The first step to realizing that law might not be what I wanted to do. Second was the public relations class that I took. That's when I started to realize that these trends, this media, all of these things were shaped by certain people, creating messages for the purposes of organizations and companies, for the greater good, or I guess bad in the case of spin of everyone. But I thought it was interesting that the messages of organizations that were doing a lot of good really couldn't reach people unless they were created in a way that people can hear them and relate to them. So I pretty much fell in love with public relations at that point. So the third defining moment was my internship. I took an internship doing PR for my cousin's event planning company, which eventually turned into a job that I had for 2 years, my final 2 years in college. I really love to write, and I got a taste of communications while doing that, along with event planning, which is a large part of PR. And I really fell in love with the fact that I was making ways for people to understand things that they otherwise wouldn't, and that was really cool. After college, applying for jobs left and right, I was told that I either had too much experience or too little experience, so I couldn't really get jobs or internships. It was very strange. So with that, I decided in June of 2012 that it would be fun to open a PR firm. What I said to my cousin was going to be called O, a public relations boutique, and even at that point I thought that was such a strange, whimsical name that it probably shouldn't or wouldn't happen. But it remained in my mind as I applied for more jobs and internships and kept getting rejected. And then in July I decided that I should do it. Hi, my name is Olivia Denton of O, a public relations boutique, and those are my defining